Hey everyone, welcome back to our next video. As promised, we're heading towards the Flinders Ranges in South Australia. Yes, you might say we've gone out back for a change from the coast. So just at the moment we're at a free campsite called the Hogwash Bend down on the Murray River, and what a spectacular camp spot. So anyway, hang around and we hope you enjoy this quite unique view of the Flinders Ranges like you may have never seen before. You realise it was just 3 days ago with the Mile River.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Where are we now? Right in the middle of the outback of Central Australia.
Yeah.
So I think we've only got about half an hour ago till we get to our Flinders camp, set up and prepare for a great journey tomorrow. Hey, Dad! Yay!
Oh my God! Hallelujah!
Shape up, Princess. Look at that.
Right.
This is a private property. It's owned by Alan and Sharon, and it's a working cattle property. They just opened it up to visitors such as ourselves to bush camp. First thing is we have to go in and say hello and pay some money.
It's called the Flinders Bush Retreats.
That's it. That's it. How far now, Lisa?
Yeah.
Just about there.
Number one.
And guess what? We have it by ourselves.
Yeah.
As most people know, more and more landowners are setting up their properties for camping, and wow, what a good location this is. The drone says it all. After a long day's travel, it's definitely time for a beer and to get the campfire on the go, and also get some good food into our bellies, and prepare for a big day of adventure tomorrow.
This lovely little leg of lamb in. A bit of extra virgin oil.
About an hour and a half.
You want to put your stopwatch on that? Camp mode strikes again.
Mmm. Beautiful, melt in your mouth.
Yep. The start of the four-wheel drive track to some of the most spectacular Flinders Ranges I've ever seen. It is the lower end of the Flinders Ranges, but believe me, you'll love this scenery when you see it. It's a private four-wheel drive track owned by Alan and Sharon, the property holders, and there is a small fee to pay to actually do the track, but it's well and truly worth it. And they'll give you a key, and you unlock this gate. Make sure you leave the gate the way it is. It's locked up after you go through, and let's go and do this track, eh? Okay, off we go. When you sign up to do this trip, the first thing you're given by the owners of the property is this detailed sheet and itinerary of the track, and believe me, it's very, very detailed. Step one, you zero your trip meter, and then they've got 1.2 kilometre mark, 2.1 kilometre mark, 3.2 kilometre mark, do this, do that, and it's very detailed and extremely easy to follow. So yeah, very handy little thing to have.
Settling here in the 1880s, virtually all that's left of the Greens homestead is the ruins of the machinery shed. South Australia sure is renowned for its ruins. Just at the moment we're following along the creek bed through the gorge, and soon we'll start our gradual but continual climb to the top of the ranges.
In about another kilometre or so, stop here to stretch your legs and enjoy the views.
Yep.
Look south to see Mount James, Mount Brown and Dutchman's Stem on the horizon. This will be good. Now we're coming up to the top of a hill, which is great. Get a bit of a view.
These steep declines is where it's important to put it in low range first gear and just nice and slow.
You wouldn't want to do this in a normal car, would you?
No, not really. Definitely not.
When you have scenery like this, I'll let the video tell the story.
Time for a bite to eat, Mona Lisa.
Yes, it is.
Can't see you hiding there.
It's a bit cool up here. I had to put my jacket on.
Yeah.
Because it's quite hot. Sunday rates, penalty rates.
Penalty rates, you reckon?
My day of rest.
Jeez, I thought you were on apprentice rate still.
As we continue on and upward, the scenery is relentless and breathtaking. Just before we commence our descent back to camp, we're blessed with yet another scenic lookout.
Really pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. You might call this a steep pinch. Probably looks nothing on video, but believe us guys out there, it is steep.
As far as four-wheel drive tracks go, this track I'd probably rate as easy to medium. As long as you take it easy and keep it slow, it's all good.
Just a little rocky.
Same old rock.
No.
This is getting a little bit luck. Yep.
There's a fair few creek crossings to negotiate, albeit dry, but as I said, take it easy and there's no problem.
That brings us to the end of the four-wheel drive track. We're now just about back on the main road. You can see probably ahead here. Camper up there. So yeah, that's it. We've just come to the end of the day of doing that fantastic run through the Flinders Ranges there. We hope you really enjoyed it. We're just going to sit back tonight, nice roast lamb on the camp oven once again, and enjoy a beer. So sit back, we've got a little bit more to show you tomorrow, but yeah, we hope you enjoyed it so far. Good morning everyone. We've just woken up to a very chilly morning on our last camp at Willow Waters, and we're heading up to another one of my favourite spots on the Flinders. It's called Stokes Hill Lookout, I think, something like that, and it's pretty spectacular too. So stand by, we should be there pretty shortly after we refuel and fill up with water and supplies at Hawker, which is pretty much getting close to our last stop where we can fill up with those commodities. So yeah, stand by, here we go.
Okay, we've just been browsing the Visitor Information Centre whilst at Hawker, and I reckon we might just put Stokes Hill on hold for the moment, as we've noticed that just only a few kilometres from the township is a place called Jarvis Hill, reportedly a stunning lookout. So let's go and check it out, eh?
Got to say, a little bit tricky coming up here. Their sign postage is not what you call the best, but anyway, one way up.
That arrow is confusing.
Hey Lisa. No, this is not the top yet, but not a bad view so far. Absolutely awesome. There's Hawker way over in the distance over there. Hopefully when we get a bit higher we might see it a little bit better. Another viewpoint. Another excuse to catch your breath.
Yay, we made it! And yes, what a view! I guess that's what visiting the Flinders is all about. As we continue to drive along the Flinders Ranges Way, just south of Blinman, don't blink or you might miss it, is a very unique rocky outcrop known as the Great Wall of China, so named due to its resemblance. Capping this mountain ridge is jagged outcrops of sandstone, giving this mountain range a very unique appearance. Oh dear, yet another diversion. Isn't that just the fun of travelling, when who cares where or when you get there? It's just a matter of the journey. The Flinders is abundant with properties, usually working cattle properties that have opened up their land for camping. Here's just another beautiful example of just that. Makes you wonder why you'd ever camp at a caravan park.
We've just about arrived at our next campsite, and instead of being Willow Waters, this one's Willow Springs, just a little bit further, probably about 60k north of Hawker. And we're just going to set up camp before we head up to Stokes Hill, which is the lookout I mentioned before, and that's actually part of this property. So we're going to head up there around sunset, and hopefully we'll get a good sunset. Who knows? I've got a bit of cloud around, but we sure have got some wind. It is bloody windy out there, that's for sure, and freezing. So let's go and get our camp set up. straddle that ditch there.
Right.
Beautiful. I do say so myself.
This must be it here. This is it.
This is probably the spot.
Could have fooled me. Looked like we were heading into I don't know where.
This is it.
So what's that supposed to be? A dunny?
That's supposed to be. It is a dunny, it's not. Well, this is our campsite at Willow Springs. It's called the Valley View campsite, and to say it's private is an understatement. I mean, we've got nobody from anywhere to anywhere, and the Valley View, well, just look at the valley up here. It's just absolutely magnificent. So nice little campsite. $30 a night, a little bit on the dear side, but it's a beautiful site. So yeah, we'll get ready and set the camp up and do all the chores we've got to do, and we'll head up to Stokes Hill for the sunset shortly. What you doing there, Lisa?
Oh, just doing a bit of a reorganisation.
Oh, what's this, Mark 3 or Mark 4?
Mark 4.
Just trying to get a bit tidier.
Yes, getting it a bit tidier so we can find things.
Yeah, you might be able to find it, but I won't.
That's the whole idea. The sunset from here.
Well, we probably would, but well, for starters, we'll check the Valley View, eh? Check out this. No wonder they call it Valley View. It's a beauty. Well guys, we've just about come to the end of our trip. We're now up on Stokes Hill as promised, and we're hopefully going to see a spectacular sunset. The clouds are looking right, the sun's looking right, so you never know. But I can tell you it's mighty, mighty chilly up here. It's absolutely freezing. And anyway, this is just about the end of the trip. We're going to sit back in a minute and let you enjoy the sunset. We hope you've enjoyed it. These are my special places in the Flinders. Check them out. You never know, they might end up yours too. So we're going to see you on the track pretty soon. We're heading up the track further to a place called Farina, where we're going to do a small little video on that, and there's some pretty special things there too if you haven't seen it before. So if you like what you see on this video, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe and the notification button. That way you'll be kept up to date with everything and anything that's happening on our network, and we'll see you on the road shortly. Bye for now.